How to Make Pepperoni Pizza by me, Bernard Onleary. All right, so today we're going to embark on how to make a delicious journey of our own pepperoni pizza from start to scratch. The ingredients we're going to be using today will be pizza dough, pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni slices, olive oil, drilled Oregon, and crushed red peppers. And, here, as you see, here are the toppings that we're going to use and the ingredients we're going to use to start our pizza. Preparing the dough. The dough is pretty much the basics of when you're starting a pizza. Allow the dough to rest and rise for a fluffy and flavorful crust. Roll out the dough to the desired thickness and shape, getting it pizza ready. And preheat the oven to the recommended, because all different type of pepperoni pizzas, especially when you start, have their own type of temperature, to the recommended temperature, and ensure that it's easy and even baking. Assembling the pizza. Place the rolled out dough on a piece of stoner or a baking sheet as your canvas. Spread the pizza sauce evenly over the dough, leaving the end tantalizing border for the crust to shine. That's how we started. And sprinkle a generous amount of mouth-watering mozzarella cheese on top of the sauce. So basically, when you start with the pizza, you're gonna start with the dough, flatten out the dough, you're gonna put the marinara sauce around it, spread it, and then you can put cheese. Some people put cheese first before the marinara sauce, but it all depends on you. Everybody has their own different parts and different choices. Of course, adding the pepperoni. Now, you always add the pepperoni before you put it in the oven. When you put it out the oven, that's when you kind of get the pepperoni raw, and it's not always the best option. When you adorn your pizza with delicious pepperoni slices, creating a savory mosaic and on the cheese, add as much or as little as pepperoni as your heart desires, allowing you to customize the flavor. These are optional toppings. Now, a lot of pepperoni pieces are also best at taken by themselves, but it's also no mind to add other toppings such as Italian sausage, mushrooms, pineapples, and my favorite, beef. So you can evaluate your pizza game with an array of optional toppings such as bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, olives, or pineapples. Of course, baking the pizza, because what's a pizza without it getting baked? Gently slide your masterpiece into the preheated oven, setting the stage for a perfect bake. Allow the pizza to work its magic and patiently waiting for the crust to turn golden brown and the cheese to achieve gooey perfection. So here. Serving and enjoying the final. Savor the anticipation as you let the pizza cool for a few moments before diving in. Enhance the experience by sprinkling the dyed oregano or crushed red peppers flakes for a burst of flavors. You can also use Parmesan. Parmesan is when you spread the cheese on top. Sometimes it has a smell, but it really makes the pizza taste a whole lot better. Including in the fruits of your labor, relishing each bite as the flavors harmonize in a pizza symphony. And at the end, when all that's done, we have a delicious pizza. Now, from what we talked about, we have done a lot to make our pizza. We've started off by preparing the dough, having our ingredients around, flattening the dough, adding the marinara sauce around it, sprinkling some cheese, and then we also add some toppings. After that, we baked it from the recommended time, and then it's easy to enjoy. Making a pepperoni pizza is very enjoyable, and with these key steps, you can find multiple ways to enjoy it. Remember to have your ingredients ready, prep the dough, add the sauce and the toppings, bake the pizza, and enjoy it. Thank you. I wonder how.